This is a video on practicing the major scale with a beat. Simply playing the major scale is sort of meaningless. Not only sort of, but it is meaningless. Anything that's done musically without a beat is pretty much meaningless. The beat is the heartbeat of music. Without a beat, two people can't play together because they're not following the same beat. Orchestras must have a leader, a conductor, and the conductor gives the orchestra the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your heartbeat is your heartbeat to live. You know, the beat is just life. It creates life. It is life. Without the heartbeat, there is no life, and especially in music. So, what we can do, let's take 4 beats to the unit. We say 4 beats to the measure. 1, 2, and do this with your foot, with your heel on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you're still a little uncomfortable with playing the major scale, I suggest you play them 2 or 3 times, or 4 times, or 2 times. Let's say 2 times. 3, 4. And then do them together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How about 2 octaves apart? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, in that area where there's silence, that 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're not playing, get ready for your next scale. And don't take it the next one up and so on, but move it from one place to another. So if you start on the C major scale, go to the E major scale, or the B flat major scale, or the G flat. Move around a little bit, so that eventually you play all the major scales on any and all of the white keys and any and all of the black keys with a beat. And sometimes playing them 2 octaves apart, sometimes 1 octave apart, sometimes high, sometimes low. Changing your position like this, and whether you play in 2 octaves or not, is in itself improvisation, if you do it at the time that you determine to play that next scale. Anytime something is given to you, or you decide it beforehand, or it's written, or it's given by a theory manual, or it's given by a teacher, me, if you do it because of that, no, it's not improvisation. It has to be yours. So, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This can be a little bit of a challenge if you're not used to doing this. If you're a pianist, an advanced pianist, You're used to playing. You know, up and down the scale, up and down the piano. But it has no meaning. There is no beat. There is no reason for doing it other than learning the major scale. When we're doing these 5-note major scales, there's a reason for doing them. We want to improvise upon them, and we will do so eventually, but not right now. We need to learn them. We need to get them into our system as a part of our vocabulary, that we can play them whenever we need them, on any white note or on any black key. Okay, now, instead of doing 4 counts, let's do 2 counts. So we count 2 counts. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. See, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Do you see the point here? We only have 2 counts to get to our next scale. You're starting to think quickly. And it must be quickly, because improvisation requires it. We must increase our speed in getting to wherever we want to go. We need to listen. We need to think. And it has to be done eventually, instantaneously. But for right now, at least within 2 beats. Starting off with, the 4 beat. So 2 beats. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, D major, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So that's a possibility. You can do it only once if you want to. If you're getting pretty good at this, you don't need to practice the scale 2 times through. Do it once. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, Okay, you get the idea. Anywhere, whatever you want to do, just keep the beat going. And no matter whether you make mistakes, whatever, keep the beat going. Recover from a mistake, in other words. Okay, there's one more thing you could do and count in 8 notes. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3. Or 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1, 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1, 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, 1, 2. So, there are many possibilities for practicing with a beat. And the more possibilities you practice, the more capable you are of improvising. More capable that you will be in improvising and thinking quickly and making your choices. Remember from the first video in this ebook, choices is improvisation. Improvisation is choices. You make your choices, you go along. And that is improvisation, whether it's this way, this way, this way, anyway. So the major scale is the basic scale that we use for improvisation. Work this, feel the beat, and don't try not to, try not to do it mechanically, but feel it, feel the beat. 1, 2, 1. Maybe a little bit emphasis on the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The first one I did emphasis on 1 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. or just on the one. Whatever. You make the decision. Because the more possibilities that you find is what is your learning process. Remember, you don't learn to improvise. You improvise to learn. Don't forget that little statement. It's so terribly, wonderfully true. Okay, have a good time with it. That's enough for now. And we'll be off to the next session.